And we are just about ready for tip-off here. Game 2 of the 2018 Marist Trophy basketball tournament here at Avenel Middle School. Again, I'm Lenny Schnee alongside my dad, Scott Schnee. Supposed to be joined by Mayor John McCormick. Hopefully he makes it here. Apparently he's under the weather, so we'll see if Mayor McCormick makes it here. I know he loves being at these events. He started these events, I believe, his first or second year in office. I know I played Marist Trophy baseball every year from 8 to 12. I played some basketball as well.
You also played Marist Trophy basketball once or twice, too,
yeah.
Whether you remember or not.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. So this is 13U. It's Colonia and Fords, my alma mater, I guess you could say, my former place. I played in Fords for a few years when I was younger. The Bearcats. For Colonia, it's the Patriots. And the tip right there. So this is 13U. This is the second game we're here for today. The first game was 10U. I assume we're going to see a much faster pace and just a different type of game.
Yeah, they look like giants right now.
Yeah. There's Dylan Conklin, number 33. He's got the ball. He puts it up. It's a long two. He doesn't hit. Referees for the game, Tony Bunk, George Banos. Ford's going to inbound the ball here. Here's David Reyes, number 6. Reyes has it, slow. Sends it over. Gives that to Rivera. Rivera down low to Darkwa. Lots of passing here from Ford. Here's Reyes. Reyes thinks shot, sends it in, tries to give a nice little pass, but they can't connect. Opportunity here for the first points from Colonia. Good pass there, and Miller finishes under the hoop. Slow pace here early in the first minute or two. Pass to Darkwa. Darkwa's got the ball. Goes off the leg of a Colonia player, and a steal there for Colonia. It's Dylan Conklin with the steal. Got it down low. Conklin under the rim. Gives it to Salcedo, and he can't hit. Here's Darkwa. Darkwa puts it up. It's a foul. He's going to have 2 shots. So the first foul here on the morning. Clock still running. Last 2 minutes of the half. Clock will stop, and it stops on foul shots once the shooter receives the ball from the referee. So you saw the clock stopped right there at 6:06. Darkwa, second shot. Can't hit that one either.
Nice rebound there.
Yeah, beautiful rebound there by Miller. Miller, a lone scorer here early in the game. Shot put up by Florzak. Another Florzak. His little brother just played in the last game. The first game, 10U. Victory for the Woodbridge Wizards and a nail-biter. We'll see if this game stays the same. Pass right there, and it could not be handled by Richardson for Fords. And it goes out of bounds. Colonia going to take it up. They have a much deeper bench. Fords only has 1 player on the bench, whereas Colonia has a full second set of 5.
Yeah, Fords had 7 on their roster. It looks like one kid did not make it at this point.
Good move there by Borcataria. He couldn't hit. Now going to the line is Miller, looking for points 3 and 4. Miller looks like he's the tallest player on the court right now.
Outside of the ref, he's the tallest one in the building, I believe.
Outside of the referee in front of us, who looks like he might have played a little bit back in his day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miller hits that one.
Colonia subbing 2 in early.
Yep, 2 subs for Colonia coming in. It's Ruiz, Aaron Ruiz, number 35, and number 20 run, Drew Trevetti. Miller hits that one as well with ease.
Yeah, very good form.
Absolutely, you could tell he practices.
Yeah, and he's been taught well.
His free throws. Once they get around this age, you know, that's something that they like to practice. As boring as it may seem to go and shoot a bunch of free throws, it's a very underrated part of the game. You know, when they talk about a guy like Shaq, what does everybody say? Man, was he good, but he couldn't hit a free throw. You know, so as that one bounced off a defender and then off the bottom of the backboard, and Colonia picks it up. As Ruiz, they sent it down low. Big shot put up there by Trivedi. He couldn't hit. Rebound Miller, he couldn't hit. Another offensive board there for Colonia. Salcedo, and he hits for 2. Salcedo, one of the couple of 12-year-olds here on the 13U team.
Salcedo is probably the second tallest on Colonia. So far, all the scoring being done by the big men for Colonia, and a lot of the rebounding too, as they tower over the Ford's team. Ford's team is rather small in stature in comparison.
Yeah, and not only are they taller where they could just probably grab the ball over them, but they're boxing them out as well, using the size to box them out and grab the rebounds easily. They're being very smart about their size advantage. Miller down low, tried to go up with the left hand, couldn't hit. Tried to go up again, couldn't hit. So still another rebound there. Miller at like 5 rebounds already, I believe. Fake pass there from Darkwa.
That was a good save by Darkwa.
Good save by Darkwa on the backcourt. The ball here is Pujols. Gives it over to Darkwa. Darkwa 3. He might have that. Just a little bit short. It was on target. Taking it down low, Trivedi. Good play by Darkwa. Tried to be fancy on the finger roll, and he doesn't hit it. Here goes Trivedi.
I think he overran the ball. He's so quick. He's another one of those guys with the legs move so fast.
Miller for 3 off the front of the rim. Just a bit short. Subs coming in. Coming in for Colonia is Apurva Amin and Cameron Dalu. Some tongue twisters here on this Colonia 14U team.
Well, they have the full 10-man roster that's allowed by Mayor's Trophy, whereas you'll have a lot more ease with Fords with only 6 kids on the whole team. And early on, not subbing that 6th player in. And we noticed that the 6th player, Ryan Leach, is actually 10 or 11 years old, so probably pulled him up just to fill and have a sub. We're not sure how much playing time he's actually going to get. His dad is one of the coaches here, so it remains to be seen.
A lot of times, a third party onlooking might see, as the glasses are knocked off of Borcateria right there, jumped over his back. Because nobody really wanted to go get the ball. But a lot of times, somebody onlooking might say, wow, he's the coach's kid. He's going to play a lot. The coach is going to play his kid. But in my experience, you're the most critical of your kid. You want, you watch him even more closely sometimes than others, and you see the coach right there. Not necessarily going to just throw his son in there if he doesn't think it's the right time or it works or anything like that.
Well, like I said, he's obviously significantly younger. I don't know what his basketball skills are. I know the dad, but I don't know the son. So it remains to be seen if he's just here as a precautionary measure in case a kid gets hurt or tired, foul trouble. We'll see. It's early yet.
3 put up there by Trivedi after a couple of good passes there for Colonia. Borcateria, he tries to take it in. He's going to go to the line, it looks like.
He looked like he was tripped up on his way to the hoop.
Absolutely. He just had his glasses knocked off pretty hard right here in front of us.
They're calling that before the shot.
So
though.
It was before the shot on the floor. Right there is Dalu. He hits for 2. .40 seconds remaining here in the quarter. The clock running. The time goes really quickly. Big 3 put up.
Right on target again, but just short.
Rivera not hitting on that one. Picked up here by Pujols. He sends it out direction of Darkwa. Borcateria gets it. He looks like he's going to keep trying to drive. He tries to make a fancy pass, but they can't connect.
What I like to see is number 4, Borcateria, who had that ball in his hand. He was constantly looking up as he was dribbling, which is, still somewhat kind of rare.
Surveying the court, yeah.
Kind of rare, that kid on a fast break situation. Looks like everybody got caught
nobody
sleeping.
was looking at the clock right there. I was wondering what was going on. That was Reyes. He made the pass, and then the buzzer went off, and they didn't really realize what was going on. But it's the end of 1. It's 8-0 in favor of Colonia. Now, the Bearcats have put up a bunch of shots, but just were not able to hit. We'll be back with the second quarter of action coming up next.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Back here for quarter two, the inbound happening right in front of us. It's Matthew Salcedo. He sends the ball in. He gives it over to Conklin, I believe. No, excuse me. That is Florzak. 44-33. Kind of close, I guess. Miller right here with the ball. It looks like he's going to do it himself. Miller takes it in. He puts it up, and he hits. Patrick Miller, 2 more points. Make it 6 on the morning/afternoon here for him. There's Reyes. Gives it over to Pujols. Pujols over to Darkwa. Darkwa's got it. Thinks pass. He does. Is it to Pujols? Back to Reyes.
You know, it's interesting because Fords is moving the ball pretty well, and they look like they're trying to do a play. Just can't seem to get the ball to fall in the hoop at this point.
As they work a nice play down low to the baseline there, but the shot doesn't hit. Three-pointer put up there by Florzak. He couldn't hit. Offensive rebound. Second chance doesn't hit either. But Colonia's going to hold possession. Colonia inbounds. The ball there is White. White takes it in himself. Looks like he was fouled on his way up. We'll see if he's going to get shots or not. Looks like he's going to. Referee's holding up the 2. Indicative of the free throw shots.
And his first substitution about to happen after the first shot for Fords. They're going to bring in young Ryan Leach.
As that one, not even close for Brandon White. To the right and below the rim. So Leach comes in. Exiting the game looks like it's Reyes. David Reyes, excuse me. There's 2 Reyes. Roberto Reyes is also on the roster, but he's not here.
You're not sure if based on
Miller
their birthdays, they can't be related other than maybe cousins, because they're about 3 or 4 weeks apart in age, and it's something I've never heard of. So I don't think they can be twins.
I would say so. One of the more common last names that you hear of.
Absolutely.
So Florzak.
That was a good play right there by Florzak. Looked up the court, but was still behind the half-court line, so threw it back. Much safer play.
Foul going to be called there on Pujols, and Florzak's going to go to the line. Florzak, a name where if there was another Florzak on this team, they'd probably be brothers or cousins.
I would suggest that, yeah. Such is our last name, too.
Exactly,
so.
Yes. So Florzak puts that one up. Rims out. Rim/backboard. A little bit of both. Goes for number 2. Off the rim. Miller went for an offensive rebound. He couldn't get it. Here's Pujols. He puts it up, and he hits. First 2 points on the board for Fords. 12-2 in favor of Colonia.
That may be just what Fords needed.
Absolutely. It could be the floodgates opening.
That'd be nice just to see a nice competitive game on our part. I'm sure the Colonia coaches see it a little differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, for us, it's just a nice competitive game. It keeps us, more in tune.
Absolutely. See here, taking the ball up. Looks like it's Rivera. He gets it over to Darkwa. Good crossover by Darkwa. Stops dribbling, though. He didn't have the space he thought he had. Pujols over to Rivera. Pujols puts it up. He can't hit. Miller's got the ball. Forwards went for the steal. Florzak's got it.
It was a good hustle play by Miller, falling to the floor, but not doing anything to cause the travel.
Yeah, and you see the full court press is allowed at this age. As Miller goes up, he hits again. Make that 10 for Miller. as we see pretty much a full squad of subs, 4 subs coming in for Colonia at the next opportunity. Leach picks it up. He gives it up to Pujols. Pujols can't hit.
And Ford certainly has had their opportunities. They're not taking advantage of it.
Miller, make that 12. And a good play there. He's really using his size and the length of his reach to his advantage.
Now you see Colonia's going with a smaller lineup, but with a 14-point lead halfway through the second quarter, they can definitely get away with that. And we don't even know if that changes anything.
Yeah.
This may be a quicker team. We don't know. So it remains to be seen.
In a tournament like this, teams usually don't have really a weaker player. Everybody, belongs here. And
there was Borcateri again on the steal, and with that excellent, the way he lifts his head up and looks ahead, I really like that. And he's always looking for the pass. Good court
vision.
Yeah, that's the words I was looking for, and looking to make something happen. It would be interesting to watch him play against a team, maybe a taller team with more players. His Fords is obviously outnumbered.
Darkwa up there, he hits for 2. Here is Borcateri. Head up again. Good rotation there on the baseline.
Now that pass, he telegraphed it, and but again, 13 years old.
So Colonia is going to get the ball back. I thought maybe they were going to go for one of those where they bounce it off their opponent's leg right there. Probably would have worked, but decided against it. So Colonia is going to get the ball back. Good pass look. Down low. Beautiful look there by Borcateri. He picks up the assist, passed it down. That was Ruiz who hits for his first points of the morning. So used to doing games at night, but this is an all-day affair here for the Mayor's Trophy tournament. Going to get comfortable here at Avenel Middle School. We'll be here all day. Darkwa with the ball. He passes it. He gives it to Rivera. Rivera nearly stepped out of bounds right there. Not playing with a lot of space.
Good look.
Rivera's got it. He puts it up. Thought he might have had that one, but it was just a bit short.
And there's Borcateri again. What a pass.
Beautiful pass there by Borcateri down to Travetti, and they don't connect, though.
Another nice pass. Boy, he's really impressive.
Sends another one down for Ruiz. Another connection for the two of them. You can tell when a player has a certain role on a team, and a kid like Borcateri, he takes the ball up. Long 3 put up there. Rivera, he doesn't hit it. You could tell a player like that, he goes up, he scans the court, he makes the passes. He hasn't shot that many times so far early here in this game, but
that's not his role, like you said.
No, not at all.
And like I said, for 13 years old, and he's actually a young 13 too. He's really got great court vision.
Good offensive rebound there by Ruiz, and he hits again. 3 straight scores for Ruiz. As checking in the game for the Bearcats right there, was Reyes.
So it's just like we said, Colonia went to a smaller team, but they didn't miss a beat.
Not much has changed.
They didn't miss a beat. The ball's moving actually a little better, maybe a little less rebounding being done, but.
Inbounding the ball here is Richardson. He's got Rivera. Rivera for 3. A little bit short. Right there on the fast break was White, but he couldn't hit it. A little bit too hard off the backboard. Dark was down low. Here goes White on the steal. White, can he put it up with the left hand? Behind his back, and he hits it and 1. Beautiful play there by Brandon White.
I don't really know what to say to that play other than wow. He was totally back to the basket, falling away towards the out-of-bounds line, and just flipped it up. I don't want to say threw it up widely because he looked like he was in total control.
No, yeah, I was going to say it wasn't one of those where it looked like it just happened to go in. It looked like he knew what he was doing when he was up in the air, and he hit it, and looks like we'll look to see here, if he can hit it for a 3-point play. And, it just hits that back part of the rim and bounces out. Darkwa to Pujols. Pujols, 3-pointer, can't hit.
I noticed Ford's the last couple of times down is just throwing up a three-pointer. I don't know if that's the strategy from the coaches or the kids that try to get back in the game. I mean, if they go in, it's a great strategy, but if not...
Here's Reyes. Gives it to Darkwa. Darkwa looked like he was thinking 3 again.
Clock ticking down. Got 10 seconds left in the half.
10 seconds, 9. There's Leach. Throws it up.
Ooh.
Can't hit. First shot opportunity of the afternoon. 2 seconds remaining in the half. And Berkateria put it up. Doesn't hit it. Not much to say other than a good half of basketball for Colonia. 24-4 in favor of the Patriots. We'll see if the Bearcats can make the big comeback in the second half. It's coming up next.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork, loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids
you.
how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
And we are back for the second half of action. It's quarter 3 here in the 13U championship. They've switched sides. It's the Ford's Bearcats taking on the Patriots of Colonia, 24-4, handedly in favor of Colonia. Big 3 hit there by Rivera, Antonio Rivera of Ford, so maybe a sign of things to come.
They got Miller back in the game, so let's see what the defense holds true for Ford's.
And Colonia takes 2 of those right back. It's Stravetti. Picks up his first 2. He took a few shots earlier in the half. Pujols gives it over.
I noticed Colonia's playmaker is out of the game, Borkateria, right now, so we'll see.
Yeah. As we see, tough one right there. Reyes was down on the ground. Miller tripped over him.
All smiles as they get up, thank God.
Yeah. I feel like you get up to like when you're below a certain age, you don't even worry about falling and getting hurt or anything like that. You see some of the spills kids take and just jump right back up. Not that I'm this old man, but
well, my thought on that one in particular was the shooter, number 6, David Reyes, is considerably shorter than Patrick Miller. And Miller fell over him, and it was a long fall for a kid. Miller's probably about 6 feet tall, maybe even a little taller. It's hard to tell out there. He's a giant among the small. He's like a Goliath compared to David out there.
Ironically, the player he knocked down's name was David.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Fords can't hit over there. It goes off of them, and then it goes out of bounds. Colonia's going to keep possession. Inbounding it right there was Amin. Amin gets it back, gives it down low to Ruiz. Ruiz make that 8 points for Ruiz in the game.
Real good ball movement right there from Colonia without
Berkateria
in the game. I want to harp on that too much, but the kid just shows tremendous court sense.
Big shot sent up there by Rivera, and he can't hit it. He's on a very aggressive full court press, though. Him and Darkwa. There's Miller. Back up to one of his guards to set it up. Sent it down low, Travetti. Travetti to the middle. Going up with it was Amin, but he's fouled. He'll have 2 shots. 28-7 your score.
I want to point out about the clock line that we noticed it. When a team has a 20-point lead or more, they're not going to stop the clock for any reason other than a timeout. So the kid is shooting foul shots right now, and the clock is still running.
So we'll also maybe see that towards the end of the game as that one falls through. If the margin stays the same. For the sake of competitiveness, hopefully it doesn't.
Right, well,
Colonia, everybody here for Colonia would beg to differ.
Well, we're all from the same township, so it is the Mayor's Trophy. You would like every game to go down to the wire like the first one did. Obviously, it's not going to always happen that way, but...
Reyes, he Kicks it to Darkwa. Darkwa drives in. Miller may have gotten a piece of that on the way up.
It'll be interesting. Miller looks like that kid who you're definitely going to see playing probably for Colonia High School, if not a private school, and in a year or two, depending on what grade he's in. I'm not sure if he's in 7th or 8th grade at the age of 13, but he just looks like definitely be playing somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially if he keeps growing.
So we see here, they're going to inbound it forwards.
I'm looking at his birthday now, and from what I know about the age restrictions for schools, he's probably only in the 7th grade, which means 2 years from now as a freshman, Lord only knows how tall and skilled he'll be.
Yeah. Another year of work.
As is Borcateria. They're actually a day apart. So they both should be 7th graders. So if they do go to Colonia High School has some something to look forward to with those two coming up amongst others.
In the past couple of years, they had the Chase and Bryce Barneys, the brothers, who were very good carrying that Colonia basketball team. One of them is playing at Monmouth, I believe.
And I know Colonia made the I believe county championship this year.
They did. That was with Coach Brandon Hall, who was he used to be a coach at Woodbridge when I was in high school. He was an assistant coach, and he picked up that head coaching gig over at Colonia and certainly took advantage in what I believe was his first season this year.
He took over for the, I think the old coach eventually became a vice principal and had to leave Colonia. Not had to leave, but chose to leave Colonia.
Reyes at the free throw line. He puts up shot number 2, can't hit. Rebounded there by Dalu. Back down to Florzak. Florzak puts it up, can't hit. Rebound there by Rivera. Rivera, he's got a man with him, but defense catches up. Rivera goes, puts it up, and it just goes off the rim. Looked like he might have gotten a lucky bounce there, but he doesn't. Here's Florzak going up with it. Florzak, he's going to go to the line.
Forwards has a couple of kids that are obviously skilled with the ball handling and moving the ball up and down and cross side to side, but they just can't finish. And they don't have the depth on the bench to go to anybody, so they're probably getting tired.
What you would do when a player is struggling, when they're missing a lot of their shots, you would rotate them out normally, give them a little bit of a break, and then bring them back in, but they don't have that luxury, as Florzak hits that first one. They don't have that luxury to be able to give a player a break, so they struggle to get back in their groove. Florzak gets number 2 as well. First couple of points on the morning for him. Taking it up as Reyes. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the quarter. Rivera. He's got it. Gives it over to Darkwa. Ford doesn't seem to be drawing up plays in the way that Colonia is. They're kind of just trying to see what they can do to get people open. Reyes puts it up way too hard off the backboard. It doesn't hit.
So that was a perfect example. The ball was moving around nice. They got the ball inside. He drove to the hoop, and then the shot was just somewhat erratic.
Darkwa put that one up. Doesn't hit. Offensive rebound. They kick it back out to Rivera. Rivera's got it. Puts up a long 3. Doesn't hit. Motioning towards his hands as if he got fouled, but I don't know. That looked like it was a backcourt violation, but
I mean, he took that three-pointer. It probably would have been a 3 in college. That was the distance, and it wasn't really close. So
good setup there by the Patriots, but unable to hit down low with Salcedo. Pujols for the Bearcats. He sends that one up off the backboard, almost hit it. Pujols was a little bit frustrated right there. I kind of had a feeling he was going to shoot it because the last play he was open, didn't get the pass from Rivera, and was a little bit upset about that. So
there's a lot of standing around from the Bearcats at this point.
Borcateria puts it up, can't hit. Offensive rebound.
No, he didn't hit it, but nice form. First time we've seen him shoot from the outside. He seems to be hanging at the top of the, behind the free throw line and just being the basic playmaker.
Florzak sends it down low. He's going to go to the line. He hit his last 2, so we'll see if he could do the same here. He's being smart. He's going in. Sorry about the horn. He's going in driving, knowing he's going to draw a foul, and just tries to put it up.
And that was the end of the third quarter.
Oh, excuse me.
They're going to let Florzak shoot the shots with no time remaining on the clock. Once again, with the running clock, we fell victim to, I guess you'd say, not paying attention to the clock, being caught up in the game. So the horn was a little startling to both of us also.
Florzak misses both free throws. So it'll be 33-7 at the end of quarter 3.
It's interesting, Florzak shot 2 a few minutes ago, had nice form, surrounded by players, and swished them both in, nothing but net. And this time, with nobody there, same form, but seemed to rush them and rimmed them both out. So probably doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things with a 26-point lead, but you just never know. You learn to say never know as you get older, and anything can happen. I mean, although I'd say it's highly unlikely, given the events so far, unfortunately, that we're going to have a barn burner at the end.
We'll be back. Fourth quarter of action. It's coming up next.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
And we are back here, fourth quarter of action. Colonia taking on Fords in the 13U championship. Game well in hand for Colonia, 33-7. Miller down low. Porcateri over. Gives it to Amon. Amon can't hit. Miller went for the rebound. He's risking an over-the-back foul pretty much every time because he's so much bigger than the other players. Ooh, big block there by Miller. Sends it right up. Porcateri is going to put it up. Tried to go fancy finger roll, and he was a little bit short. Laughing to himself about that one.
I think Porcateri just took a bad angle to the basket, went straight down the middle, and really couldn't use the backboard right there, so had no choice but to try to finger roll, and finger rolled it right away from the rim.
Free throw opportunity here for Fords. It's Rivera. Rivera can't hit. Shot number 2 on its way up right about now. And can't hit that one either. Rebound Miller. Miller nearing double-double territory. I believe that was rebound number 8, if I'm counting correctly. Good setup down low on the baseline by Colonia, but a good steal by the Bearcats. Stolen right back by Colonia. Miller, offensive rebound, he can't hit. Putting up the original shot was Amon. He had made the steal. And Richardson, he gives it over. Rivera can't hit. Rivera just throwing the ball up every time he gets it, pretty much.
It just seems like they're frustrated. Again, we don't know the ins and outs and the backstory. Are they missing some key players, or basically just missing some players to give them a break here and there? So
we certainly don't. Unfortunately, it's the first time we are seeing these teams this season. Rivera taking it up. Bounce pass over to Richardson on the right wing. Richardson.
You notice a lot of just standing around watching for Fords.
Yeah.
There's no motion. And there's double digits for Miller right there. That's his 10th rebound.
Sent up there by Trivedi. I'm not sure if that was even what he was going for, but it fell through.
It almost looked like he was trying to pass to Miller in sort of an alley-oop type of situation, but it went in.
So 4 more players checking in for Colonia.
A little over 5 minutes left with this running clock here, so Colonia coach is trying to get everybody in and get equal playing time at this point.
Absolutely. Miller's going to be the only one that was out there that's staying on.
Yeah, and I have a feeling with the score the way it is, they'll probably be coming out soon, too, and letting what I would assume be one of the kids who gets less playing time than him.
He hits for another 2 right there.
That's 14 for him, along with 10 rebounds, so he's having a nice game.
Taking it up here for forwards, Rivera. Thinks pass, stop dribbling. Pujols puts it up and he hits just around the free throw line. 37-9 your score.
You know, you watch that play right there from Pujols, and you look at the scoreboard and you say, how could the score not be closer?
Yeah.
That looks so, natural and fluid from him.
Miller went up for the shot and he was fouled, so he'll go to the line. Hasn't missed a free throw yet today, I believe. Maybe he missed one, but we will see if he can continue his good scoring streak here.
He's got such nice form at the free throw line.
That one went in and out.
Obviously mature beyond his years on the basketball court. Don't know the kid personally, but just from what I've seen in the last 45 minutes or so, I mean, even, he takes all the time allotted at the line, doesn't rush it, nice knee bend. Both shots in and out, however, the form looked terrific.
There's Darkwa. Puts it up off the backboard, doesn't hit. Pujols with the offensive rebound. Back to Darkwa. Out to Reyes. To Darkwa again. Rivera's got his arm up. Good pass there between the legs. And he can't hit. Rebound there for White. Sub there for Colonia.
It appeared they had called the timeout, but they just wanted a sub, so the ref just blew the whistle to let them stop play for momentarily to get the subs in.
Florzak puts it up. Just rims out. Possession arrow being utilized right there. Ford's is going to have the ball. It's going to swap back to Colonia.
So I see Miller came out of the game, and Borcateri, yeah, probably with 3 minutes left, won't see either one of them again. Give maybe the kids who play a little less in other games. I would imagine this Colonia team plays tournament ball. They look too fluid and too together as a team.
Absolutely. As an open 3-point opportunity there is hit easily by Dalu. Ford's players looking at each other, kind of saying, hey, whose man is that? Whose man is that? And by the time they figured out whose it was, the shot was already up in the air. Rivera to Reyes. Reyes thinks shot, but Florzak's in front of him. He's much bigger. That shot would have just been knocked right down. Reyes again. Driving a little bit. Reyes tried to put it up, and it's blocked down there by Dalu. It's getting to the point here where the Colonia players, you can tell this is not even that much fun for them. As much as they all want to win, they prefer a more competitive game as well.
Absolutely.
See here, Pujols, he's got an open layup, and he hits it. Colonia players clapping a little bit, trying to distract him.
Under 2 minutes to go now. So they're actually pressing a little bit.
So we're at 150. It's 40-11. Florzak in the corner. He's got a 3-point opportunity. He doesn't take it. Decides to drive in instead, and he hits. Good move there by Florzak.
Nice balanced scoring attack, too, for Colonia. Nearly every player on the bench has a point or two or more.
Absolutely. Long 3 put up. Rims out. Colonia is going to... Knocks off Colonia. I thought he had avoided it, but he did not. Inbound, sent out to Darkwa. Over to Richardson. Richardson on the baseline. Thinks about putting it up, and it's blocked easily there by Dalu. Or by Ruiz, excuse me. Florzak. He's got it.
Under a minute to go here.
We're at 55 seconds remaining here. White down to Dalu. Dalu to Florzak in the corner. Florzak makes a couple of moves. Gives it there to Salcedo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And we moving the ball up here is Borcateri. Excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong roster. I'm seeing number 4. It's Rivera, excuse me. Pujols. He's got it. He gives it over to Reyes. 22. David Reyes out to Darkwa. Darkwa puts that one up, can't hit, gets his own rebound. Tries to put it up again, can't hit again, and a rebound picked up there by DeLu. Florzak, 7-6 seconds. And it looks like the time's going to expire here. Colonia going to win the 13U division here this year, 44-11. And that one, shot's not going to count, but at the buzzer, it was thrown up there by DeLu about 8 feet past the three-point line, and it hits. So, trophy and plaque ceremony will come up next. It's been decided. Game MVP, Patrick Miller, 14 points, 10 rebounds on the morning. More Mayor's Trophy basketball action coming up next. 11U Finals, Woodbridge versus Colonia and Merrill Park.
See you in a bit.
Great game by both teams. Thank you for all the parents that came out and the support. In my presence, I have the rec department, the director, Vito Samaluka. Also in our presence is a councilman, Corey Spiller. I'd like to at this time call up the second place Fords Bearcat, Coach Ralph Richardson and Don Leach. I'd like to call up number 4, Antonio Rivera. Number 5, Michael Darkwa. Number 6, David Reyes. Number 7, Jesus Pulos. Number 12, Raphael Richardson. Number 27, Ryan Leach. Thank you, guys. I'd like to call up the first place 13U champions, Coach Ken Conklin. Number 2, Patrick Miller. Number 3, Brandon White. Number 4, Harsh Borcatera. Matthew Salcedo, number 11. Number 15, Cameron DeLu. Number 21, Deverb Traverdi. Number 23, Apure Amin. Number 33, Dylan Conklin. Number 35, Aaron Ruiz. Number 44, Jonathan Florzak. And our MVP, number 2, Patrick Miller. Great game.